What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another video. We're sitting outside the gym getting ready to hit some shoulders and triceps today. Just finished my pre-workout, so we're going to be going in there to do that. It should be a fairly quick one. Usually shoulders and triceps goes by fairly quick for me. Yeah, I'm going to have a commentary going and sharing with you some of the things that I've experienced through this workout, and some things that I've learned on how I've developed my shoulders and triceps, and hopefully that commentary can help you guys as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video, and see you.
Salvation sounds a new beginning, as distant hearts begin believing. Redemption's bid is unrelenting.
Hey everyone, welcome to the workout portion of today's video. Today we're working on shoulders and triceps. And first up, we have a dumbbell shoulder press, and I'm only going to be showing like one set of each for the sake of time, one set of each exercise. This one I was going pretty heavy, doing 8 to 10 reps, trying to fail at somewhere between around 8 or 9. This one I'm not sitting straight up. The adjustable bench that I have is at like the next notch down, so it's on a slightly below straight up. And then here we have a shoulder machine press. This one we did 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. This one I also go pretty heavy on. You can see that I'm using my Ubora wrist straps. And as always, you can use my code JPFIT and save 15% off of your entire order. And as you can see, I'm going slow on the eccentric, on the downward motion, to really recruit as much muscle fibers as I can with the lift here. Next up, we have our seated reverse flies. This one we did 3 sets of 15 to 20, and because of so many reps, and also kind of a tweak in my left shoulder from a while back, I don't go very heavy on these. And as you can see, I'm not sitting all the way down on the seat. I actually have the seat all the way up, and I'm kind of standing up right above it with my chest planted against. I mean, you can't really tell here, but my chest is planted against the seat back pad. And I found that this really helps recruit my rear delts here, as I'm coming all the way back and pushing through the elbows on this, so that I'm not incorporating, my forearms or as much of the triceps as I would in this pushing movement. And fail. And then next up we have our cable lateral raises. These ones are actually one of my favorites, especially because of these little guys here that are on my wrist. These are not the wrist straps. These are actually Ubora's cuffs. Now, these are probably the most versatile piece of equipment that's in my gym bag. I use these for my lateral raises. You can use them for cable flies, like your reverse cable flies and such. I use them for single arm pull downs, not pull downs, tricep extensions, or like cable kickbacks, things like that. Uh, um, yeah, like using these has actually helped me focus more on the lateral delt instead of putting all the emphasis on the grip. It takes the grip out of the equation and takes the stimulus in the forearms and even somewhat in the biceps here. And like I said before, use code JPFIT, saves 15% on all your Ubora products. So get yourself a pair of these, try them out, and see how well they blow up your delts. And by the way, um, my delts don't take very much. I mean, look at this. This is only like the third exercise, and already I'm starting to get a pump in my delts. It's great. My delts don't take very much to get a good stimulus in. And now we have our face pulls. This one we did 3 sets of 15 to 20, just like our reverse flies. This is the second of 2 rear delt movements that I'm doing here. And the way you want to do these is you kind of, when you pull when you pull the rope back, you're pulling it apart, aiming for basically your forehead, but you also want to hit like a rear double bicep. Get a full stretch and then rear double bicep right there. So we did about 15 to 20. So I was aiming to fail at around 16, 17 reps on these guys. These guys I don't go very heavy on, just like my rear my reverse flies, just because of the tweak that I've had in my left shoulder. That I actually don't know where I got that, but it sometimes nags, sometimes not. It's probably going to be one of those things where I'm just going to have to deal with it for like the rest of my life or something like that. I don't know. Now we have bread and butter for lateral delts. The dumbbell flies, or not flies. Wow, I know my stuff. The dumbbell lateral raises. This one I don't go very heavy on. I actually have backed off the weight on this because I was doing 30 pounds before, and I kind of felt that was kind of ego lifting. So I've dropped the weight considerably over the years with this. So this, I believe I'm doing with 20 pounds and doing 4 sets of 10 to 15. And yeah, you don't have to go very heavy on these. But if you're putting in the right amount of intensity, you don't need to. You'll still feel the stimulus in the side delts from that. So with shoulders completed, now we're doing triceps. This one is an overhead tricep extension. This one, I kind of have my upper arms a little stationary, but also allowing for them to move organically. Like I don't keep my upper arms fixed in one spot because they do kind of turn a little bit when I'm raising the weight. But yeah, these guys we did 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps. So going slow on the downward kind of really puts emphasis on that stimulus there. And then the final movement that we had was basically, it's supposed to be a V-bar tricep extension, but my gym here doesn't have a V-bar from what I found, or at least I haven't found one, so I just use the easy bar from the last movement and just go with a very narrow grip, and it kind of works the same way. So we're going with the 2 to 3 second tempo on the negative to really recruit the muscle fibers in the triceps. We did 5 sets of these guys, 10 to 15 reps. So, and then here's a little bit of posing for you guys. This is the posing routine as it stands. So, thank you guys so much for watching this workout portion, and stay tuned for the rest of the video. And if you enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you later. All right, so I wanted to give a little bit of an update on what's been going on in, well, my life at home. So, let me turn the camera on. This is currently our living situation since maybe, what, February? Actually, back in January, we had a leak that was right here where our stove used to be. We had I believe it was a water leak back here behind the stove. That had been a slow but very steady and long dripping leak that actually got into the floor and the walls and basically ruined the house and ruined our lives. And so February, the insurance people sent some construction people or whatnot to come in and take everything out of the kitchen and the dining area and all that, and rip the floor out, and basically took everything out, put in some dehumidifiers, dried everything, and then I want to say it was March is when they were finally finished. So we sat through all March and all of April waiting for the insurance people to I guess approve contractors or something like that, and there's all kinds of drama going on with that, as far as like what was approved and all that fun stuff. Like, I'm not even going to go into that. So we're going into month 5 of this ordeal, and they're not even done yet. I mean, there used to be holes right here along the bottom of the wall where they cut out the drywall and such. It's my nephew's room here was also affected, so they had to tear out all the stuff from his room, the floor and the wall and such. But yeah, look, we don't have a stove, we don't have anything. We still have a dishwasher, but it's not hooked up to anything. So washing dishes is fun. I've been washing my dishes in the bathroom sink because that's all I got. So yeah, it's just a little update on what's been going on. It makes for making my meals a little bit interesting, because currently my room I'm using as not just my bedroom, but workspace, my kitchen, my dining area. Basically, my entire living space is my room. So hopefully this will all be done soon, and we'll have a house again by hopefully before Thanksgiving. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. A little update for you guys. So yeah. Hey guys, welcome to the devotional part of this week's video. Apologies if there's a little bit of noise. I got a fish tank in my room because of all the construction going on with the kitchen and dining area. So my apologies if there's a little bit of noise from that, because my room is currently it's a storage place. So, and then also with today's devotion, we're going to go off of some notes. That way I don't have a word salad going on like the last time I did this in a video. So So here we go. Today's devotional is about having a good reputation, which can be found in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1. It says, "Choose a good reputation over great riches. Being held in high esteem is better than silver or gold." This was Truett Cathy's life verse. And if you're not familiar with who Truett Cathy was, he was the founder of Chick-fil-A. He believed in having a people over profit mentality. A belief and standard that Chick-fil-A upholds today. When you think of Chick-fil-A, you think of great customer service, grade A quality food, always fast but never rushed. These are part of Chick-fil-A's reputation, one that has been established and built over decades. But a great reputation that took decades to establish can be destroyed in an instant if one isn't careful. Because once a good reputation is gone, it's almost impossible to get that back. We all know at least one person who doesn't have much, but everyone holds them in high esteem. And the same can be said for the opposite. By maintaining a certain person's... Sorry, I can't read my own notes. By mentioning a certain person's name, you already have an idea of the kind of reputation that they have with you. And that goes to say that it's not impossible to get a good reputation back, but once that's gone, it's almost impossible. So it's very important to maintain a good reputation always, because even the littlest things. I mean, the Bible says that it's the little foxes that spoil the vine. It's the little things that you let slide. It's the little things that that you allow. It's the little compromises that you allow in your spiritual walk with God that can ruin your relationship with God, or that you allow in your personal life, not just in your relationship with God, but in your personal life, that can ruin your reputation. Because little things, they build up over time. Almost like a compound interest type of thing. So the questions that we need to ask ourselves is, what kind of reputation do I want to have? Or how do I want people to remember me? Do you want to be remembered like George Bailey in It's a Wonderful Life as the richest man in town because he had a great reputation with the community? Or would you like to be like Mr. Potter, who had riches? He had the money. He owned the banks and such, but he was despised by the people of Bedford Falls because he was only out to make a profit. After you're gone, how do you want people to remember you? That's the questions that we need to ask, because we're not going to last forever. So that's today's devotional. Pray on that, think on that, and let me know what you think. Continue the discussion in the description box. And thank you for watching this week's video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff.